that would have made my anger about fucking the Jaw Titan go away completely.
About
Because
fucking the Jaw Titan flying now?
that didn't make me feel any better watching it a second
No,
time.
no, I hated it more.
I hated it more as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, I noticed that. So I think we've had these conversations a couple of times where we talk about, because I rewatch shows a lot.
Right.
And so my opinion never stays the same on the show as a whole. Like I think it's
Mhm.
the first time I watched through Attack on Titan, I loved it. Second time I loved it and realized I fucking hated Armin. I hated him with a fucking passion. First time I watched through Dragon Ball Z, fucking loved everything about it. Gohan was my favorite character. And the second time I watched it, I fucking hated Gohan. He was the worst character. This time watching it through, the first time I was like, yeah, it's good. I enjoyed it. It brought closure to everything. I'm good with this. Like, I'm happy with the ending. The second time watching it through, I was like, Gabi still sucks, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, Gabi still sucks, and the dude she fucking likes developed a whole new fucking power.
Yeah, it's and the cool thing though is that they did show the kind of cycle repeating where like all the island was kind of like broken down from war and stuff like that. So the cycle did eventually
Run its
fucking go
course.
through run its course like he said it would. Like he's like you'll have a few years like in your lifetime you'll be happy and there'll be
Yeah.
peace, but it'll slowly go back. And I
Yeah.
think honestly the only thing that would have changed that's why I've doubled down on the 100%. If only the people on the island would have stayed alive, I think they would have. I think it would have been fine. I think society would have changed.
Well, they would have had to. There's only one race left. So,
Exactly.
there's not a lot of options there. It's kind of a
Yeah, kill them
bland
all.
future. Yeah.
Kill them all.
So that was cool. And then I also loved and thought about heavily the abilities of the Attack Titan and the Founder. And I'm trying to fucking
Mm,
pinpoint when the fuck Eren knew what he knew, because he would go back in time to when him and Armin were kids and tell him about the future, and they were sitting down, and I'm like, was that back when they were actually younger? I know they went back to that time, and I know that he can travel through time using the Founder's power.
mm-hmm.
But did it actually happen as we were watching the show already? Because he could see the
Gotcha.
future. Does that make sense? So it was like a brain fuck for me,
Yeah,
where
and
I'm
so
trying to
the answer,
and
from my
erase
understanding,
their mind when it comes to the real.
right? So the answer, from my understanding, is yes. The whole time from when the show started to when it ended, he had
The
he
ability,
was he had the ability
and
because
was doing it.
the first episode is the episode where the fucking Titans break through.
Right.
And remember, he was like, I had to be the one to send it towards my mom.
Yes.
So that's the first episode.
Right. And
So
you
that's
don't
actually
see him
something I
sit.
didn't think about before.
And that's the thing where it's like, was he in that time realm as that was happening? And then he sent it just like he did with his dad, where
Yeah, whereas
he's
Zeke.
like, kill him. Yeah, in front
Hmm.
of Zeke.
Yeah, do it,
Eren
Dad.
did it.
Do it.
Yeah, he's
He
like,
killed your
did you
comrades. Fucking
remember? Yeah.
yeah, come on, Dad.
So that's what
Fucking
I
kill him,
felt
Daddy.
like he
Come on,
was
Daddy. Kill him,
in
Daddy.
that realm the whole time.
Daddy, kill him.
You're fucking weird. You whispering that shit, you're a psychopath.
Do it. Come on, fucking kill him. You're not
he
happy.
was
They need to die.
he was
Kill
touching the
him.
side of his head.
Yeah,
Come
Dad,
on.
Dad,
And
Dad. I know
he's
you
just
hear
like,
me.
stop
Yeah.
it.
Then he transformed and fucked that
Yeah.
bitch up.
Wasn't that scene intense? Oh my
That
god.
was that was a dope scene.
That
But
was a
yeah,
dope ass scene.
I did think it's
That
interesting.
power. And it was only once his dad ate the founder. Because you
Yeah,
remember
that
his
was
dad
that
eating
was
the
everything.
founder was
Was
everything.
everything. Yeah, that was everything. But yeah, so he had been. So I didn't pick it up until you just pointed that out on your thought process. But that's
Crazy.
actually really smart how they designed the show to where the first scene that they show us, the first episode, is the start of where his powers start to affect everything that happened. So the
Yes.
whole show is essentially a loop when you think
Yep.
about it that way.
Yeah.
And that's kind of fucking cool.
It's a
That's a
time
really
fuck.
cool way to think about it.
Yeah,
I
and
was surprised. Go
I
ahead.
was in awe. I was in awe at it, and I loved thinking about whether or not he could manipulate time like Ymir did, right? Ymir
Right.
manipulate time and replay shit over and over again. So when he was with Mikasa in that dream world, I feel like he did actually spend time with her. It's kind of like a genjutsu, like Itachi. You
Mm,
know how
mhm.
you find
Yeah,
out
yeah,
later
yeah.
that Itachi put his girlfriend in a genjutsu for a
Yeah.
lifetime just
Yeah.
to give her that, honor of. Felt the same way with Eren and Mikasa.
Yeah,
It felt like he did that, and I think he did, in my opinion. In my opinion, they did spend out those 2 to 3 years, and then when it got to that point where he's like, "Alright, we gotta go back to real life," and he kinda reversed the time.